Hi guys, I'm back again to go through the current annual catalog to show you what is retiring. I've had a couple of requests for this because sometimes a picture is worth 1,000 words. So I am going to go through my catalog. I've marked it up, what's retiring. I've done the best I could. I went by the list that Stampin' Up! Had sent us that is for retiring products. They call it the last chance list. If you'd like a PDF copy, you can go to donnascreativespace.com and look at my post from yesterday, March 25th, and there's a button where you can download a PDF of it. I must tell you though, some things are while supplies last, so the list is already outdated and it's only 2 days old. Not even a full 2 days yet. But anyway, I'm going to go through the list. If you're live, watching it live, fine. Geez, did I even say this is Donna's Creative Space? I'm not even sure if I said that. I was on earlier today at noon to share with you the Gorgeous Posies card kit. It's a project kit. And so if you missed that, check on my, scroll back a little or scroll forward on Facebook and you'll see it. Otherwise, it will be loaded up to YouTube later on today. But anyway, like I said, we got the last chance list and there's a lot retiring because the new catalog is coming out on March 4th. So this catalog goes through, sorry, not March 4th. Oh my goodness, May 4th. This catalog lasts through May 3rd. Some of the items are carrying over. Some of them are just bundles that are, Stampin' Up! Brings out things in bundles and they get discontinued as a bundle, but maybe the stamp set and the dies or the punch are still available. I will try to explain that as we go through the book. Now, as you know, we have another catalog. This catalog is still live. This catalog is going through June. I mean, this catalog is still live too, till May 3rd, like I said, but this catalog runs through June. There'll be another retiring list for this catalog coming out, but we don't have to worry about that now. Let's just worry about this annual catalog because some of my favorite things are retiring. I know that there'll be newer items that I will fall in love with just as much, but I do like my certain things. So anyway, I'm going to go through this. I do have a host code if you're shopping with me between now and the end of March. I am giving out goodie bags in the amount of 10% of your order, and it's going to be, some stuff is retired, some stuff will be current. I have a big basket. I showed it at my earlier video. I have a big basket. This camera is kind of low for you to see everything, but I have I have some handmade cards, kit of 4 cards. I have some ribbons. I have some little, I don't know, tags and label kits, some note cards and envelopes. I have a lot of stuff that, twine, sequins. I just have some of these. Oh, these are snowflake embellishments, metallic stuff. So there's a lot in here and I want to give it away. So depending on what you purchase from me, these are some of our brights, neutrals, and not our in colors, but our color collections. They're just maybe from a year ago, so it's a different pattern, but it's the same exact colors. So I have a lot that I want to give away, and so shopping with me, if your order is $50 or more, you'll earn a goodie bag, and I will ship it to you for free, but and I will try to fill a bag about at least 10% of what you spend on product. Okay, on to this. So if you're watching, great. If you're not, that's fine. This is the type of video, maybe you just want to fast forward until you want to see a certain stamp set or something to see if it's going to be live or not. But anyway, I mean, if it's going to be retired or not. So this is the catalog, and we're going to go right to page 6 and 7. And let me see. I want to make sure I'm in the view. And it looks kind of dark on my screen, so I'm hoping it's not. And once I get it in the right view, then I'll know to keep it there. I want to see, my camera might be a little crooked. So let's see if I can get this better. How's that? Now maybe the bottom. All right, let's see if that'll work. I think the whole thing is in the image area now. Looks like it. All right, so what's retiring? Some kits are retiring. This is one of my favorite kits, Simply Citrus. It makes 15 cards, 5 different designs. It's an all-inclusive kit, as well as this Looking Up is my second favorite, I guess. Well, no, I have 3 favorite kits out of these that are retiring, but this one is an awesome one. I love the stamp set. Same here. I'm sorry if you can hear the traffic going by outside. It's kind of a dull gray day today, but the weather is nice. I mean, the air is nice, so I have the windows open, and I'm right. My craft room faces the street, so you might hear some cars going by. But anyway, great kits. Some items in the catalog are on sale, so visit my my DonnaSingleton.StampinUp.net, and you'll see a banner that says Last Chance Sale, Last Chance items, and that's what they call it. They're retiring items, but they're called Last Chance. If you, like I said, if you want the list, you can go to my blog website, donnascreativespace.com, and download a printed version of it. But like I said, it's already outdated because things go fast. They are guaranteeing, they try to guarantee the stamps, I'll say, through the next month. The consumables like ribbon, paper, anything else that's retiring, you know, embellishments, stuff that they call it consumables. You consume them, you don't reuse them. Once you put tie a ribbon with something, you don't usually untie it and put it on another card. It stays where it is. So consumables are not guaranteed. Those are while supplies last. All right, so let me see. I think I'm in the view, and right there. All right, so simply, I'm going to try to go fast because this is a big book, and if you have a question, I have my computer to the side, so I will try to see if there are any questions as we go and try to answer them where I can. All right, Simply Citrus. Great, great, great kit for beginners if you're just starting with Stampin' Up. Great stamp set. Same thing with Looking Up. Another great stamp set. That's a kit. Sorry, these are all inclusive. You get everything. You get the block, you get the ink, you get the adhesives, you get the stamp set and all the envelopes and card pieces. Same thing with Looking Up. It's all inclusive. Block, ink, stamp set, adhesives, gorgeous posies. I just did this one at noon, so if you haven't caught my noon Facebook Live, go back and watch this. These made some absolutely gorgeous cards. This is not an all-inclusive kit, though. You have to buy this stamp set separate from the cards. This is a stamp set that you will probably use again and again. It has some nice sentiments on it, but the project kit, once you're done with that, oh, it's beautiful. It really is. Check out the noon video from today. And I'm also going to load, if you're watching this later, I am going to upload that to YouTube later on. This is another beautiful set, Boho Indigo. It is not all-inclusive. It's actually a product medley, let me put it that way. It is kind of all-inclusive. You get the stamp set, but no ink, right? You get, all for $70, you get dies, you get ribbon, you get paper, you get, you get a list of things, but you use your own ink, all right? And then you can always get a refill for it for $23, but that is a product medley. It's one big grouping. All right, let's flip the page. Now, all of our, what they called sweet collections, they're all retiring because they're not offering them. That was a collection of items that you could get just for one number, one price. You'd get everything listed underneath for that if you just ordered that one number for that one price. Otherwise, you had to order it separately. So every collection that we go to is going to be retiring come May 3rd is the last day for them, while supplies last. If something sells out under here, you're probably not gonna, then they'll take the collection off the table to buy. I believe that's how it's gonna work. Okay, so let's switch over. Now we're in the Flowers for Every Season suite. The jar of bundles, the jar of flowers bundle is retiring, but the stamp set and the jar punch is not. So sometimes you have to be careful because sometimes the bundle retires. They're not carrying it over to another to the next catalog. So the bundle where you get 10% off is retired. However, the stamp set and the punch or dies may stay live. Sometimes it's both, sometimes it's neither. Same thing with this. So that was Jar of Flowers, Celebrate Sunflowers. Bundle's retiring. The dies, the sunflower dies, and the stamp set is staying. A Wish for Everything, that's staying. Wild Rose is retiring. So is the Wild Rose dies that go with it. This isn't a bundle. It was probably in the last catalog as a bundle, but they don't continue the bundle usually. Some things are carried over. All right, Butterfly Wishes. I'm sad to see this one go. This is a very nice, I love this cherry blossom little branch. The duet butterfly punch or butterfly duet punch, that's retiring. I can't believe it. It cut this big butterfly and the little butterfly at the same time. That I will show you. I'm not sure whether it's best to go back and forth between the pages, but that's this stamp set, this punch right here. I'm so bummed. That's retiring. Okay, so Mountain Air. The bundle is retiring. The stamp set is not. The dies are not. Painted Poppies and Peaceful Moments. These were absolutely beautiful sets. They are still going to be around. You still will be able to get the dies and the stamps for both of these, but the bundles, the bundle where you save 10%, you can only buy that between now and May 4th. And while supplies last, but you still will be able to buy them separately come May 4th. And if you've noticed me saying May, you might be saying to yourself, wait a sec, Stampin' Up! Always comes out with their catalog in June. Not this year, we're doing it a month early. So they've changed it up a bit. So we'll be getting the new catalog is going to come out live to customers on May 4th. If you're a demonstrator or you want to join my team between now and then, you can be a demonstrator and you'll get to see the catalog ahead of time because we see it right now and boy, it's beautiful. All right, let's continue on. Under My Umbrella, such a cute set. Both the stamp and the punch are retiring. Daisy Lane is sticking around. Timeless Tulips was sticking around, but the the bundle is retiring. The punch and the die will stick around. Let's see, the staying. Now this World of Good Sweet collection is retiring because it's a collection of items. Now the bundle's retiring, the stamp set's retiring, and the dies are retiring. So if you like any of that, get it now. Bundles are where you save 10%. You buy the stamp set and dies separately, you pay 10% more. High Tide is retiring. Game On is retiring. Geared Up Garage is retiring, as well as the dies that cut out everything in that. This was a great stamp set for men. I loved using this for masculine cards. All right, let's see. Rooted in Nature is retiring. I believe the dies, for some reason, I'm not sure why, but the dies are sticking around. And let's see, I don't know why I have that on there, but Sailing Home, that's sticking around, but the circle punch that cuts out this, all our circle punches are retiring. So if you need your circle punches, get them. I'm not getting rid of mine. I like using punches, but we'll have to use some circle dies. So the 1.5 inch punch that cuts this out is retiring, but the rest is staying. Loyal Leaf stamp set is retiring. Staying. Good Morning Magnolia is retiring, as well as the dies that cut it out are retiring. Right Angle is retiring. However, the stitched triangles are sticking around. That's good. The bundle is retiring. So see, here's an example. Stamp set's retiring, the bundle's retiring, but they're going to keep the stitched triangles. Maybe in the new catalog we'll have a stamp that goes along with them. We'll have to wait and see. All right, Seaside Notions. This was such a cute set. That is retiring. Parcel and Petals is retiring, as well as the coordinating Perfect Parcel dies. Now, when I get to the back of the book, you'll see dies and punches that are retiring. Okay, Today's Tile is retiring, as well as the Field Tiles dies that cut these shapes out, also retiring. Here's a Card is retiring. Here's the here's the bundle for this one over here. That's retiring. The Playful Pets Sweet Collection, retiring. Just the collection, all the items that you could buy at once with one number and one price. However, in the collection, the Pampered Pets bundle is retiring. So you no longer, after May 3rd, you won't be able to buy it as a bundle and save 10%. However, come the new catalog, you will still be able to, it will be carrying over, you'll still be able to buy the stamp and the dies separately. But the bundle is retiring. Many Mates and the Many Medallions dies, the bundle, Many Mates bundles retiring, the stamp, the dies, all going. So if you like this, I used this in a couple videos a couple weeks ago. It's really nice. I like the stamp set because it's got a lot of good sayings. I did buy the Medallion dies, which was fine because they're retiring now, so that's one less thing I have to think about having and not being able to use. But the dies, I mean, the stamp set is really good when they have well soon, thanks, it's your day, celebrate, you look fabulous, congrats, happy anniversary, thinking of you. It's a really good all-around sentiment stamp. And make sure you check online because some things are on sale, like that Gorgeous Posies. I did that video at noon. That project kit is regularly, I think it was regularly $32, on sale for $25.60. So that's a good discount. The stamp that you have to buy to go with it was $19, and that's not on sale yet. But some things will go on sale, some won't. Pretty Parasols retiring, as well as the Umbrella Builder Punch. Remember we saw earlier with the Under My Umbrella stamp set? That's retired. Itty Bitty Greetings is retiring. I love all these itty bitties. We have itty bitty greetings, itty bitty birthdays, itty bitty Christmas. They're all retiring. So Much Happy is retiring. The bundle's retiring. The dies that cut out the word happy and this little string of banners, which is kind of sad because that's a cute little banner that makes that, and the balloons, that's retiring. So if you like this, check online, go to Donna's Stampin' Up, DonnaSingleton.StampinUp.net, and search for it to see if they still have it, because they things are going fast. Oh, I hope I'm still in the image area. I should move the catalog. I want to stay in the image. Anyway, okay, next page, Seaside View. Oh, that's a pretty set. I really like that. I never got it, though. I wonder if I should get it just to make some cards before it's gone. Well set. And all the stamps, I can't remember if I said this because I did a video already today, but the stamp sets, Stampin' Up! Usually guarantees through the next month that they'll be available. I did say that, didn't I? Because I talked about the consumables. The consumables are only while supplies last. So Well Said is retiring, as well as the well-written dies that go with it, that are in the back of the catalog. We'll see that shortly. So this Friend for You is retiring, as well as the layering square dies, which is I'm kind of bummed about, because they're getting rid of some of the dies that we really liked. Basket of Blooms is retiring, as well as the little small bloom punch. I like that punch. That's a good punch. If you don't have that, you should get that. It makes a cute little flower. And you can use it without a stamp set. All right, hippos are sticking around. I like that because I really dies. Bundle. All right, so you sent the catalog type. Once the catalog is gone, they'll be in the new catalog, and you can get them separately. You can get the Hippo and Friends dies separate from the stamp, and it's really nice. I haven't used the stamps yet, but I have used the dies a ton. I love the dies. All right, His Love is retiring. This is sticking around as well. See, now this bundle, the stamp set, and dies, they're sticking around. So that's a carry, this whole thing. So if you're trying to what you need to get, wait on something that's going to be around in the next catalog. Excuse me, I need to take a sip of water. I feel like I'm an auctioneer. My goodness. I'm trying to talk fast because this is a big catalog and I don't want to take too much time. All right. Monogram Messages is retiring, along with this used that butterfly duet punch that we saw earlier, and that punched off that little teeny butterfly. So that's retiring. So Much Love is retiring. Celebration of Tags. This is a really cute one if you make like little gifty items, because it has a trio of tags and you cut them all out at once. So that is retiring, as well as the dies. Zoo Globe is retiring. The coordinates with the Snow Globe scene dies, which is also retiring. That's sad. Those made some really cute globes, especially at Christmas time. We had a snow one. All right, so Borders Around is retiring. My Meadow is retiring. That's a pretty stamp. Rustic Retreat. I use this in a couple of the last 2 years. I think I used in my Christmas, my holiday card class. That's retiring. That's a really nice set. Peaceful Boughs is retiring. I think Peaceful Bows. I think that's how. Bows. I think it's Bows. That is retiring. Now, I can't remember. Let me look real quickly because I could have sworn. I think the bow piece, the dies, Beautiful Bows. Oh, it is retiring. So I don't have that marked right. So let me quickly. And it only cuts out the pine cones on these two. So I want to just make sure I mark that. Because if somebody calls me, I can just look at my book. Okay, here's the Still Scenes, the Christmas one. Both the stamp and the dies are retiring. Snowfront, that's another pretty one. That's retiring. And, oh, this one. Oh, I love this one. I did this in a Christmas card class a couple of years ago. And I love this. The Twirl Christmas and the Christmas Cardinal dies are retired. You stamp this in black and on crumb cake. I should have grabbed all my cards that I made with this. Here it is on white, and then you colored in with blends. But if you stamped, I did a card on crumb cake. Oh, it was so beautiful. It really was. Okay, but that's retiring. Winter Woods, as well as the dies that cut out the tree and the little pine cone and the little sprig there, all retiring. Perfect Glue Plaid sticking around though, and the punch that goes with it. I'm kind of happy about that. Itty Bitty Christmas is retiring, as well as the Christmas Layers dies. That is retiring also. The Tags is retiring. We saw that earlier. It coordinated with another stamp set, and that's retiring. Okay, Ornate Garden. So the suite is retiring, the big, collection of items. Now, this is the bundle is retiring. The Ornate Thanks bundle is retiring because the border dies. See, just the Ornate border dies is retiring. The stamp set is sticking around. The Ornate Style stamp set is retiring on this one, but the Ornate Layer dies are retiring. So the bundle's retiring, but the dies, these things here, that's going to stick around, but not the stamp. Okay, that's sticking around. This Strong and Beautiful is retiring. This Meant to Be is retiring. Both the Meant to Be stamp set and Stitched Behind dies is retiring. Flowering Blooms, another pretty set, both retiring. The bundle, the stamp, and the dies. So going, gone. So if you like this, get it before it's gone. This is really pretty if you stamp in like a oh gosh, Sahara Sand, or the basic gray. What's the lighter one? Oh, the Smoky Slate. And then use the blends to color these in. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, Path of Petals, I'm trying to talk fast, is retiring. This is a really nice stamp set. I'm sad that this is retiring because I use this quite a bit. It's a really nice, I love the way this flower stamps. It's that what they call that distinctive, kind of makes it look like all different shadowing shades of just with one stamp. But that's a really nice stamp. So if you don't have that, I get that. If you're looking at something to have a get well, sending you healing vibe, wishing you a quick and complete recovery. So that's a nice one to have. Dandelion Wishes is retiring. Round of Applause is retiring. Let's see. Okay. I almost freaked out when I got to this page and I saw that this bundle was retiring. But alas, it's just the bundle that's retiring and the stamp set's retiring. Not the Stitch So Sweetly dies. Hang on one second. This is the Stitch So Sweetly dies. I think that coordinated with this stamp set, I think I would have given up. I think I would have gone into depression. I love this, but I love these dies. So this is sticking around. Thank goodness. This is a great stamp set that goes with it. So if you don't have it, you might want to get it before it's gone. But the dies are sticking around. The bundles aren't. The bundle is being retired and the stamp set's retiring. Heartfelt is retiring. Now, the Heartfelt punch pack that goes with this, remember there were two punches that came together? Well, the bundle's retiring, but the punch pack, the Heart punch pack, where you get you can punch, it's two punches. One cuts out a smaller heart that's straight, and one cuts a slightly larger heart that's scalloped. Well, the die, I gotta make sure I stay in the image area. So the stamp is retiring, but the punches are sticking around. The bundle's retiring. So if you want the two of them, get them now so you can get the 10% off if they're still available. Heart to Heart is retiring, as well as the story label punch is retiring, and the detailed heart dies that go with it are also retiring. So let's see. So here, Beauty Abounds is retiring, along with the Butterfly Beauty dies that go with it. That's retiring. The little lace is retiring. The stitch lace dies right here that cuts out these things, that's not retiring though, so that's sticking around. All right, Massive Thanks, that stamp set's retiring. Butterfly Gala, this is the stamp set that goes with the Butterfly Duet Punch that I absolutely love. This one here, it cuts out two butterflies at once. You know, you can stamp 4 different designs of these butterflies, fill them in with a color, and then punch them out. It's a great, great, great set. So they're available now through May 3rd while supplies last. So if that's a good set to get if you the stamp set and then the additional punch that goes with it. And let's see, this See the Good is retiring. Last Lifetime is retiring. So Inviting's retiring. Posted For You is retiring. The little punch that punches out the shape is not retiring though. Just the bundle's retiring and the stamp set. So hopefully in the new catalog we're going to have something that uses that punch, because that's usually what they do. If they carry over the punch, then that gives us a hint that there'll be something sticking around for that. All right, so bundle retiring, stamp retiring, but this little punch is sticking around. Okay, the Peony Garden Suite. Let's see. All right, so Prize Peony is sticking around, the stamp set and the dies, but you can only get the bundle through May 3rd. Save 10% by getting it as a bundle before, like I said, before May 3rd. All right. After that, starting May 4th with the new catalog, you can buy them separately. All right, Free of Birds, sticking around, sticking around. Grace's Garden is retiring. Oh, I don't have this marked, 181. I probably have that marked over here. And it is the Garden Gateway. Okay, that is retiring. So, told you, I tried to do my best to mark up my catalog, but sometimes it's hard because that list that they put out was really long. And like I said, you can go to my DonnasCreativeSpace.com and download the list. It was from March 24th. I edited it to make it look a little better, easier to read, but items are gone already, so it's a little outdated. So your best bet is to go online, type in like Comfort and Hope, is that if you wanted this stamp set, type it in, see if it's still available. This is a nice stamp set. I like this for a background. It kind of reminds me of when we kind of bunch up twine behind something. This is actually a stamp that did that, so I really like this. That's sad that that's leaving. Okay, Country Home's retiring. The Harvest Hello is retiring, as well as the Apple Builder Punch. I use the Apple Builder Punch. Sometimes I just used, for one of my cards, let's see, it was my February card class to go, was the Sweet Strawberry bundle. And I made a pear out of the strawberry, and I used the punch to punch out a little stem and a little leaf. It's really cute. All right, so that's retiring, as well as the punch. Ridiculously Awesome. I like this stamp set, but it is retiring. Now, nothing's better than. This is a great, this was a fun class. I did that, oh gosh, when was that? I don't know, the end of last year maybe? Or was it January? I forget. But the bundle will be retiring May 3rd. It's 10% off now, but we're still going to have the stamp set and the dies available in the next catalog. Back on Your Feet. Oh, I'm sorry, not retiring. This one, Special Someone, is retiring. Okay, Whale of a Time, the collection is retiring. The bundle, the Whale Done bundle is retiring. However, the punch, the whale punch, and the stamp are sticking around. Grandkid, that's sticking around. That's a good one, because a lot of ladies, well, you know, gentlemen still stamp too, but there's granddaughter, grandsons. A lot of you have grandkids. That's a great stamp set if you don't have it. Dino Days and the dies that go with it are retiring. Wildly Happy is retiring. This was such a sweet set. I like that one. Moving Along is retiring. All right, Playing with Patterns, the collection is retiring. The Pattern Play stamp is retiring. The bundle is retiring, where you get the stamp and these letters together, 10% off. That's retiring. However, the Playful Alphabet is not retiring. That's right here. So the bundle's retiring, but the alphabet dies are not. So that's a good one to have if you need, if you scrapbook and you want to cut letters out, that's a good one to have. Oh, Happy's, no, that's sticking around. Dawn, I get confused because I have some things are marked in yellow mean something else. But I got to look for my red R's. I put red R's wherever it's retired. Hooray to You is retiring. Zany Zebras is retiring. Lori, if you're watching, you should be happy about that. She never liked the zebras. Family Parties retiring. This is another good stamp set, because you could use any stamp set like that says Happy Birthday and throw on mother, father, sister, brother, in-law, right? Brother-in-law, sister-in-law, father-in-law, mother-in-law, wife, husband, daughter, niece, son, nephew, bird. The only thing that it didn't have was aunt and uncle. I thought that was the strangest thing, but that's retiring. If you, and then you get all these numbers, which are kind of cool. So you could see this one. Isn't that cute? On your 18th birthday. I think that's really cute. Okay, let's see. Itty bitty birthday. All the itty bitties are retiring. I don't get that. They're so cute. I like them. I hope you know, as a demonstrator, I've already seen the new catalog, but I was so intent on getting this ready with the retiring product, doing a couple of videos on the retiring product, that I haven't had a chance to really go through the catalog. We haven't received the actual physical catalog like this. We only have the PDF. I'll be getting it as a demo. We just see it early, and we get a catalog early. We can pre-order April 1st. So if you want to get a jump start on all the new stuff and you want to join my team, we're called the Sage Stampers. Email me at donnasingleton33@yahoo.com and let me know that you want to join my team. You'll get to see everything ahead of time. It's really fun as a demonstrator too. All right, so yeah, Itty Bitty Birthdays. That's a good one too. I think the Itty Bitty Christmas is retiring too. All right, here's the Forever Greenery Sweet Collection. This was a beautiful, beautiful collection. All right, so the bundle Forever Fern is retiring, but the stamp set and the dies, thank goodness, are sticking around because it's an absolutely gorgeous stamp set and dies. If you like this, get the bundle before it's gone. Save 10%. When it's in the new catalog, you'll have to buy them separately. All right, Sending Sunshine's retiring. Band Together's retiring. By the Dock is retiring. And the dies that go with it. I have this and I haven't even used it yet. I really should pull out some of the stuff that is retiring and use it before it's gone. All right, Embrace Each Moment is retiring. Beautiful Friendship. Oh, this is such a beautiful, that was a beautiful stamp set. That is retiring. Okay, Bloom and Groam is retiring, as well as the Budding Blooms dies that cut these. See how they're kind of grayed? They're retiring. That's, if you see something that's gray behind it, that means it has something that cuts it out, either a die or a punch. The punches are usually like a yellowish shadow. So both of those are retiring. The Field of Flowers, as well as the Flowering Border punch that punches out all those little teeny flowers. This whole thing, the bundle and the stamp and the dies are retiring. The Floral Essence is retiring, as well as the punch that punches out that shape, retiring. Iris, Inspiring Iris, this is a pretty set. That is retiring. Woven Heirlooms. This is a pretty set. Gosh, I can remember using this last, geez. See, this catalog came out last June, so I've used a lot last year, but this is a really, really pretty set. If you like background images, real nice. Okay, that's sticking around. These two pages, The bundles are retiring, but the stamp set and the dies for both of these will be in the next catalog. So those aren't retiring, but if you like it and you want to save 10%, get them before May 3rd. All right, In Good Taste. The collection is retiring. The stamp set and the dies are sticking around, but the bundle is retiring. Same thing as I said a minute ago. The bundle retires, so if you like this and you want to save 10%, get it before May 3rd, before the new catalog. Swirly Frames is retiring. The layering circles that cut these out is sticking around. And the layering squares, I think the layering squares, let me check for a sec. I'm pretty sure the layering squares, yeah, that's retiring. The layering circles sticking around. We're losing the layering ovals and the layering squares. So this one's retiring. That one is sticking around. So this helps me. This is probably the third time I've gone through this because I wanted to make sure I marked everything correctly as I go through this. All right, so you got it. Bundles. Most of the bundles are retiring, but the stamp and dies may stick around. Okay, Fancy Phrases. Oh, beautiful, beautiful set. I just love that set. That's retiring as well. Now, the bundle's retiring, but this punch here, the fancy top, that is not retiring. I want to just double check that. I did not think. Nope, the fancy tag top of the bundle, I should mark this here. The bundle is retiring because they can't offer it without the stamp set being available. So the fancy tag top is sticking around, but the bundle where you get the two of them, the stamp and this and the punch together, that's retiring. All right. So if you like that, get it for 10% off before May 3rd. All right. So the Arrange Your Wreath and the Wreath Builder dies are retiring. So is the bundle. Friend Like You is retiring also with the friendly silhouettes that cut out. On this one, it only cuts out those two little dragonflies, but there is another stamp set that it cuts out, but it is also retiring, but this happens to use it. Sometimes we have dies that cut out things in different, multiple stamp sets. Garden Shed is retiring. Waterfront is retiring. Both nice sets. All right, Artistry Blooms collection is retiring. Okay, the Hand Drawn Blooms bundle is retiring, the dies and the stamp, but the stamp set and the dies are not. All right, so if you want it before May 3rd, if you want 10% off, get it before May 3rd. Otherwise, you can get it in the catalog next year. Best Year bundle. The bundle is retiring, right? So the stamp set is sticking around, but the bundle is retiring. I believe these things that the dies that cut out, there's two pieces. Let me go look. I'm pretty sure. I forget now. I want to say that's sticking around. No, I take that back. The Best Plaid Builder dies is retired as well as the bundle. So just the stamp is sticking around. And I used this in a video a couple weeks ago. That's a really nice video. I mean, that's really nice. Well, it was a nice video, but that's a really nice stamp set. Look at you, got a hip hip hooray, you did it, happy birthday to you, thank you, you could use for all that you are, wishing you the best year yet, warm wishes for a happy Christmas, to the world, you are a dad, to me, you are the world, hello, hey, happy Father's Day, and every thoughtful thing you do, right? That's pretty nice. That's a good stamp set. Okay, so like I said, the dies and the bundle are retiring, the stamp will be sticking around. Walk in the Woods with this little guy. I don't know what that is. That must be maybe a hedgehog. That's retiring. All right, Field Journal is retiring. Textured Essentials is retiring. Those are really nice backgrounds. That's retiring. Silhouette Scenes. This is retiring. Remember I mentioned a little bit ago, a few pages back, Sweet Silhouettes dies. That's retiring with it. All right, Palette Thoughts is retiring. All right, now here are our one big background stamps. Now, I tried to mark this up. It was a little hard to understand, but I believe the Birch, the wood only, is retiring. The Dry Brush, I think the wood only is retiring. The Camouflage, I believe both the wood and the clear mount is retiring. The Stacked Stone, I believe only the wood is retiring. The Buffalo Check, I think both are retiring. And the All Wired Up, could be wrong, but I have it here. I think both are retiring on that. Which that goes great with those, all the little chicken dies and the chicken cards. Hey chick and hey birthday chick. All right, Make a Difference is retiring. That stamp set, that has a lot of letters in it, but I was bummed because I couldn't write my name at once. I got the capital D, little O, but I needed two N's and I don't have it. So I have an D-O-N-A. I'd have to do the, I wanted to put it all on one stamp so I could just do it all at once and have it all set up. But I was kind of bummed. You know, we could have used a few. You know what I could have done now that I'm looking at? See this ND? Nah, it's a little smaller than that. I was going to say maybe I could do D-O-N and then hide that top of the D, but I guess that's too much trouble. Okay, so now we're going to get into colors. All right, the in colors. The 2019-2021 items right here are all retiring. Some of them are gone already. These are like the first things to go because these colors, we get 2 sets of colors and they come out and they stick around for 2 years. These were here from 2019. They came out 2 years ago and they retired 2021. We have new ones that came out last year and they're sticking around until next year. All right, so these colors are retiring. These 5 are Cocoa Rose, Terracotta Tile, Pretty Peacock, Seaside Spray, Purple Posy, all retiring. Anything to do with them retiring. Markers, cardstock, ink refills, Stampin' blends are retiring. Now, the only 2 other things that I noticed that were retiring, which were very strange, were just the Mango Melody Stampin' Blend combo pack and the Rich Raspberry Stampin' Blend combo pack. I don't know why those 2 are retiring. It's very strange, but maybe they had a mix-up in something. Like, remember our Purple Posy ink and the ink refill? See how they have little dashes there? You can't buy those because we had an issue with the ink. It bubbled. So they came out with it again, and the second one, I guess, bubbled. I didn't have any trouble with it, but people were having trouble with it, so they discontinued it. Now, maybe, I don't know why, but the Rich Raspberry Stampin' Blend and the Mango Melody Stampin' Blend are not going to be, they'll be no longer. They are retiring. So if you want those 2 colors, if you're like me and you have to have every single Stampin' Blend there is, you might want to get them before they sell out. And these are considered consumable, so they will only be while supplies last. But everything with these 5 colors are Cocoa Rose, Terracotta Tile, Pretty Peacock, Seaside Spray, and Purple Pose. All are retiring. Okay, so like I said, 2019-2021 colors. So this is just the cardstock. Some of this repeats from what is right here. It's just broken down. So the 2019 and 2021 cardstock, 8.5 by 11, 12 by 12 of those colors are retiring. The now our 6 by 6, every year they come out with a new set of our 4 color collections: Brights, Regals, Neutrals, Subtles. So even though these are retiring, they will come out with a new set of them. They'll just have the same colors, obviously, but they'll just have different designs. But if you like these designs, you know, it had a wood grain look, it had the dots, it had like a mottled look, like a fabric-y look. Those are retiring. The 2019-2021 Designer Series paper are also retiring. And here are the pads. So like I said, this is repeating what was on the previous page. The markers, the 2019-2021 set of markers that you can buy for $15, those are retiring. Okay, nothing on this page. I hope you guys aren't falling asleep. All right, so, but we're almost to the end. All right, Stampin' Emboss Powder. Stampin', oh my gosh, emboss powder. All right, our embossing powder. These are all disappearing. However, I believe they're coming back in packs. So I kind of think that maybe you're going to buy like maybe black, white, and clear together. I thought I saw them in the new catalog, and I'm not quite sure, but I believe that they're just, so you won't be able to buy them individually anymore. I believe they're going to be in packs. So if you use a lot of white and you want to buy it separately, get it now before it's gone. Okay, on this page, the shimmer paint, both the Frost Mist and the Champagne Mist are retiring. And over here, our sponges are retiring. And like I said, I haven't really had a chance to really digest the new catalog. We got a a PDF of it. And as much as I'd like getting it early, I really can't wait to have the hard copy in my hand, and then I can mark it up and put post-it notes everywhere. I swear I go through a whole package of post-it notes just to mark it up. But we might have other things coming out in the new catalog. Maybe they're getting rid of these because we got, you know, these again. But I do like these sponges because you get, excuse me, 3 of these sponges. And here's one I happen to have handy. You get 3 of these for $4. And then I cut them up. Gosh, I have my desk is so messy that I have some sitting right here. I cut them up into wedges. You know, I cut it in half and then I cut them into 3. And then I haven't done it for this one, but then I cut out some of the cardstock, whatever color it was, and I staple it to the end of it. But you can get 6 out of a sponge, and they come 3 sponges in the pack for $4. So 6 times 3 is what, 18? So you get 18 of these little pieces for $4. I think that's pretty good. Some people cut them up into 8, but I kind of think that gets a little too small. Our sponge brayers that we had, that is retiring. Where are they on here? This is the picture of them right there. That's retiring. All right. Let's see. All right. So most of the Designer Series paper that is out right now, not the stuff that's in, I'm not talking like any of this stuff isn't this mini catalog. This goes through June. So in beginning of May, I'll be back to you with the retiring list, because stuff in this catalog will retire. But right now, I'm talking the stuff in the annual catalog. That's what we're dealing with. So, any of these papers, this one, this one, this one, the Forever Greenery Designer Series paper is retiring, the Flowers for Every Season is retiring, and the Artistry Bloom is retiring. The one that's staying on this page is In Good Taste Designer Series paper, which this is a big pack. This is 24 sheets. All these are 12 sheets. Well, this is 48 sheets, but 6 by 6. But this is 12 sheets. It's 12 by 12. This is 12 sheets, 12 by 12. This is 12 by 12, but 24 sheets, double side. Oh, it's beautiful paper. Really, really great for backgrounds and stuff. But it is going to carry over to the new catalog. That it's not disappearing, as well as Ornate Garden. That's carrying over also. Peony Guard's retiring, Playing with Patterns is retiring, and Playful Pets is retiring. Oh, this is so cute. And the dies cut out some of these dogs. So I really like that too. But this was a 6 by 6 pack, which is really fun to work with. Look at all those bright, colorful, cheery designs in it. Okay, so the Whale of a Time Designer Series paper is retiring. World of Good Specialty Designer Series paper is retiring. The 3 by 3 will hit 3 by 3, sorry, 6 by 6. Now this was on the other page earlier. It's the 2019-2021 that's retiring. And all of our, like I said earlier, a couple pages ago, all of our Designer Series paper in these collections, Brights, Neutrals, Regals, Subtles, are all retiring. But we will get new packages with new designs. See how these are like, there's like little tiny words, there's wood, there's like a fabric look and some dots. We're going to get 4 new designs in all these colors. But if you like the wood look and the words, you know, get that before they're gone. All this is consumable. Paper's all consumable. They're only while supplies last. All right, our trimmer and stuff, all that's sticking around. All right, our mini pizza boxes are retiring. Now, I only have the gold one selected, but I want to check because I have the file. I have the Excel file opened up, and I want to look because it's by page, so I can do this quickly while I'm online with you. So, mini pizza boxes. Yeah, the mini pizza boxes. Yep, the regular ones also. So, both of them. That's probably why I have the big R up there. But both of them are retiring. These gold ones are great at Christmas time, too. And you got quite a bit. I think you got, oh gosh, 10 of the white and 8 of the gold. I forget. And it doesn't say it there. Doesn't say it in the description. But anyway, the mini shipping boxes are retiring. These clear tiny treat boxes are retiring. Geez, I have those in my cart. I better get those. I really like those at the holidays when I do craft fairs. I fill them up with either candy corn for Halloween or M&Ms at Christmas time. All right, this Forever Gold laser cut specialty paper is retiring. All right, on this page, our Velveteen color pack is retiring, and our foil sheets, the brass, champagne, and silver, are all retiring. It looks like we're keeping copper and gold. They must be coming out with a new configuration in the new catalog. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, the Flowers for Every Season Memory and More cards are retiring. That's not retiring. I'm surprised that, but maybe they're going to carry those over. Our little 6x8. This is a great little album. If you want to start learning how to scrapbook, you can do it right with the pages that fit into it. These are clear pockets that fit. You can put cardstock. You can do a whole... You could see how there's one here that has like 3 different squares. You can put... You get 3 of those, but it's 4 different squares. Sorry, you could put, you know, cardstock in one and 3 photos in the other. Oh, here's a picture right here. Durr. So here's a whole picture that you can see how people did this. It's a great way to do a really quick scrapbooking. Okay, the Flowers for Every Season, that's retiring, and the World of Good Memories. These are both Memory and More card packs that are retiring. Those are really cool. It's a quick way of using for scrapbooking and or using them for cards. For card fronts. All right, Frosted Clear Epoxy Droplets. Those are retiring. They come clear and kind of like a frosted. Those are retiring. Let's see. The Gold Hoops are retiring. Over here on this page, the Stars are retiring. The Woven Thread Sequence is retiring. These Golden Enamel Dots. Oh, I like those a lot. I wish those weren't retiring. The Butterfly Gems are retiring. These Antique Corner and Slides are retiring. I have those, and I don't think I've ever used them. Okay, on this page, page 58, gosh, we're almost done. Flowers for Every Season Gems are retiring. The In Good Taste Elements, this is wood, laser cut wood, are retiring. The mason jars are sticking around because the punch is sticking around, remember. The Whale of a Time sequence is retiring. These I like. I just used those in this month's card class to go. The Artistry Blooms, those sequins are great. They're all have glue dots on them, so they work great. These Snow Globes are retiring. Aww, the little bones and hearts are retiring. Those are so cute. And these are retiring. I love these. And these are I don't know why these are retiring, because these are, look at, I have a pack here that's almost done. I guess I should start using the yellow in there, the bumblebee. But those are retiring. And maybe they're coming out with new stuff. Sometimes, even though it's the current colors that are sticking around, these colors are sticking around until 2022, but maybe we're getting a different embellishment. Okay, nothing on this page is disappearing. That's good. All right, all the 2020, 2022 ribbon is disappearing. This solid twill ribbon, it's all disappearing. Why? I don't know, because those colors are sticking around, but maybe we're getting new ribbon for them. This gathered ribbon is retiring. This, I don't know why, I like this ribbon. This polka dot tulle ribbon, I love this, but I have a few rolls, so I guess I shouldn't complain. I still have some of that. This ornate ribbon pack is retiring. This is the Old Olive and the Terracotta Tile. It comes in a package, a combo pack for $7. All right, this beautiful Seaside Spray ribbon is retiring. I love, love, love that. All right, down this middle column, we have the Metallic Edge ribbon, which is the white and the gold. They're both retiring. I like those. Those you could color with your Stampin' blends. Well, you can color a lot of our ribbons with the Stampin' blends, with any of the alcohol markers. But these, I did a card. I think it was this Silver Edge one. I used the Night of Navy Stampin' blend. Now, this was a Noel card. If you stuck around with me for a while, you'll know it. I did it in one of my holiday card classes. We colored the ribbon, the white ribbon that has a silver edge, with the Navy Stampin' blend marker. Absolutely gorgeous. Just picture navy with silver on the edge. Oh, so pretty. And red. Doing that with red too. Oh, so pretty. All right, so this braided linen trim and all the 2021 colors. This is the scalloped linen ribbon. Scalloped linen ribbon of the 2019-2021 colors is retiring. Oh, the braided linen trim is retiring. Oh, that's a shame. I really like that one. I hope we have something good in the new catalog. This crinkled seam binding ribbon is sticking around. That's good, because that works really well to color with the Stampin' blends. All right, the purple tricolor ribbon is retiring. Okay, now to the third row. We have this Daffodil Delight ruched ribbon is retiring. I really like that too. Sad to see that go. All right, the Forever Greenery combo pack, which has a gold cording and then this woven kind of a vanilla-ish ribbon in there. That combo pack is retiring. This package of 3, the Playing with Patterns ribbon combo pack, is retiring. We have a Coastal Cabana sheer ribbon, and then we have the Skinny Night of Navy ribbon, and then you have this kind of, oh gosh, what do they call that? The Purple Posy, ombre, kind of like an ombre kind of ribbon. It's kind of like the edges were colored. That's the Purple Posy. So that is retiring, all that whole pack. Okay, let's see. All right, at first I was kind of bummed because the Terran tape was marked as retired, but then I realized that it's reconfigured. So if you go to my website and download that PDF, DonnasCreativeSpace.com has it. On yesterday's post, there's a PDF, but there's a column called reference, and it has asterisks in it. One of the, and you got to scroll all the way to the bottom of the file, and the asterisks tell you something. Like it, one of the sets of asterisks, I forget whether it's 1, 2, or 3, or 4. But they tell you whether it's just the bundle's retiring. But there's something that says that it's going to be reconfigured, like this Terran tape. I was bummed to see it on the list. Then I saw the asterisks, and I was like, yay, because I use that for a lot of 3D items, or if you have a lot of layers of cards and you really want them to stick. It's a nice strong adhesive, and it's a roll. Here, let me see. I have some right here. Here it is. It comes on a roll, and it's sticky on both sides, but you just tear it. That's why it's called Terran tape. And let's see, do I have a piece of scrap paper? Yes. So you just tear it down and press it right, and then with your nail or you know, a point of your take your pick tool, the adhesive sticks. So it's a great, nice, strong adhesive. See that? Look at that. So Terran tape is really good to have, but it is coming back in the other catalog. It's just in here as reconfiguring it. Maybe it's going to be thicker or thinner. I don't know. All right, nothing on this page. Okay, we have one of the Stamparatus foam mat is retiring, right? We do have a deluxe one that's not. So they're retiring just the one that's only $3. Not a big loss. Here's a big loss. Our circle punches. Over the years, they start disappearing. We had a 1/2 inch punch, we had 3/4, we had 1 inch, all the way up to 2 1/4. We might have even had a 2 1/2 at one time, maybe even higher. But as long as I've been a demonstrator. And little by little, they've been getting rid of them, and now they're all gone. So the 2 1/4, 2, and the 1 1/2 inch circle punches, that's all we had the last year, and now they're retiring. So if you like circle punches, I do, especially for classes. When I have the classes, it's easier to pass around a punch around the table, and everybody punches things out, rather than having to always get up and use the cut and emboss machine with circle dies. All right, the butterfly duet punch. Love that punch, and it is retiring. Our balloon bouquet is retiring. 2 nice sized balloons. This small balloon punch, this is a great punch. I'm sad that that is going. All right, on this page, we have quite a few of our labels that are retiring. We have the story labels is retiring. Excuse me, my voice. Let me take another sip. Sorry, guys. Oh, my goodness. So the story label's retiring. The timeless labels is retiring. The classic label is retiring. The triple banner punch, I call it triple banner, it's banner triple, but the triple banner punch is retiring. You remember that one, right? It's like you can cut different ends. I mean, it just doesn't cut this shape, it cuts 3 different shapes. Hang on a sec, I want to show you. This is it right here, right? This banner triple punch, this is retiring. I will still continue to use this. Now, I'm looking around to see if I have something I can show you. Well, here's a 1/2 inch strip. Now all these, there's a 1 inch, 1 1/2 inch, and a 2 inch, right, to cut this. I made little marks so that I could use a 1/2 inch, right? So I line it up there and I turn it upside down. Sometimes it's easier just to look the back. But look at this. You know how we stamp on these skinny strips? You can center it right there and punch it, and look at your end. I love this. But it also cuts, I'm trying to look around, see what I have for scraps. And I don't know if I have too many, I'm trying to look now. I have oh, here's something. This is 1 inch. Watch, put this in, right? Look at, don't you love that? I love that. Now, it goes all the way up to 2 inches. And of course, I don't think I have, wait a sec, this might be 2 inches. I'm looking through no, this is not 2 inches. That's a little, so that would be a little off. You could still do it. You can put anything if it fits in here. It just, you can't use those little grids. So you would just, this is hard to see because the paper's black, but you would just center it yourself back here, right? And then cut it, and then you have your end. And I don't think I have a 2-inch hanging around. I don't know. I'm just kind of looking through my box of scraps. Oh, is this 2 inches? This might be. Oh, this is 2 inches. This is an old paper. See how it fits into that? You just slide it in and punch, and look at that. If there was one punch, I would say I would get this one, because you know how you can cut up the center and cut with your scissors like that? Why, when you have a punch that does it? All right, so that's disappearing. So I made that mark for the 1/2 inch. There's the 1 inch, then there's the 1 1/2. I'm not gonna, this wasn't 1 1/2, was it? No, this looks like it's 1 3/4, but we did it anyway because we turned it upside down and used it, and here's the 2 inch. But isn't that cool how it can do all these, I don't know, some people call it fishtail. I call it, I guess I think it's a banner punch. You know, you cut the end into a banner. All right, let me get rid of all the trash. Okay, so that, I'm sad that that's retiring. I will still use it. I will still keep it. I won't get rid of mine. Sometimes I get rid of I do a BOGO and get rid of a lot of retired items. Okay, so I don't know where I stopped. I got sidetracked. I got sidetracked with doing all these. I get so excited. All right, so story label is disappearing. That is being retired. Timeless labels retiring. Classic label. That's a nice one because you can cut little skinny ones. All right, and we talked about the triple banner punch. This was my favorite scallop tag topper. I love that for making tag tops. But we still have this one, so that's good. But that one's retiring. The dog builder. Oops. Dog builder is retiring. The perennial builder flower is retiring. The umbrella builder is retiring, which is sad. The apple builder is retiring. And the vases builder is retiring. Okay, down to punch bundles. All right. There are a few, the bundles may be retiring, but the punch isn't. Like here, the jar of flowers bundle's retiring, but the jar punch is sticking around. The postage for you bundle is retiring, but the postage stamp, the rectangular postage stamp punch is sticking around. All right, this one, the field of flowers bundle and the confetti flowers are retiring. This one here, the heartfelt bundle's retiring. And we've already looked at the stamps for these, but I'm just going over these again because, like I said, a picture is worth 1,000 words. The heart punches. You get 2 punches in this pack. That's why it's $34. You get the bigger scalloped edged punch, heart punch, and the straight edge punch. Okay, so the whale done. The punch is sticking around. The bundle's gone. The tulips. The punch is sticking around, but the bundle with the stamp set is disappearing. It's gonna retire. If you want to save 10% any of these, buy them now before they're gone. The fancy phrases, the fancy tag top is sticking around, but that fancy phrases stamp set isn't, so now they got rid of the bundle. So like I said, any of these bundles, if you want to get the bundle, if you like both the stamp and the punch, you can get them for 10% off. Anything that has a bundle, right? This one here is sticking around. This is another one very similar to this, where you have different, not sure if you can see this, but it has different thicknesses, widths of paper that you can put in and get the different edges. So this looks like it's probably 1/2 inch, 1 inch, and maybe 1 1/2 inch. I'm guessing here. I have it and I've used it, but I don't know the exact measurements. Maybe this is 3/4. Maybe it goes 3/4 inch. I don't know. But it works the same way as the triple banner. But this looks like you get, so these, it has, let's see, I have this one. I'm trying to think. You have all in one punch. Let me show that to you. There's 2 of them. All right, so this is the lovely, this isn't even retiring. I don't know why I'm talking about it, but this is a nice punch to have because it works very similar to the banner punch, only you can do different ends. Let me see if I can do. It's really kind of cool. So this is the 1 inch, goes as wide as 1 inch, and you slide it in and then punch. I like to turn it upside down and make sure it's really centered. But see how you get a nice edge on that? I'll put it over the gray so you can see it better. All right, but that's sticking around. That punch is sticking, bundle's gone. Okay, our cut and emboss is sticking around. Everything that goes with our cut and emboss machines is sticking around. All right, here, now we're on to the die bundles. All right, so that's sticking around. This wreath builder, the bundle's disappearing and the die is disappearing. I believe the stamp set was gone too. World map, the beautiful world bundle is retiring along with the dies. I believe the stamp also. Same thing here. Everything about best year. The bundle, the dies, and the stamp set. This one's sticking around. This one's sticking around. Okay, so the sunflowers, the dies are sticking around along with the stamp set, but the bundle is disappearing. So if you like the bundle and you want to get it 10% off, get it soon. Let's see, this is disappearing, the Flower Blooms bundle, and the Flowering Blooms stamp set's retiring along with the dies. Okay, Forever Fern, just the bundle is retiring. So this is another one of these. Get it by May 3rd and you'll get 10% off. After that, you have to buy the stamp and the die separately, so you pay 10% more. This one's sticking around. Hippo and Friends are sticking around. Many Mates, the stamp set and the dies and the bundle all retiring. Mountain Air, the dies. I believe, I'm trying to think if the stamp set, I don't remember if the stamp set was retiring. No, the stamp set I don't have is retiring, just the bundle. But I could be wrong on that one. I'd have to double check that one. All right, Nothing's Better Than. The bundle's retiring, but the stamp and dies are sticking around. Ornate Style. The bundle's retiring, but the dies and the stamp is sticking around. I believe that one is the stamp that's sticking around. Maybe not. That's stamp set. Let's see, page 67. I think we went through that. And one of them was retiring. Yeah, that stamp is retiring. Ornate Style's retiring. The Ornate Thanks we're keeping. All right, and this die we're keeping. No, this die, it's funny. We're keeping this stamp, but not the die that goes with it. And we're getting rid of this stamp, but we're keeping the dies. So, Ornate Style bundle, both bundles are disappearing, but we're getting rid of the borders, but we're keeping the layers. Okay. And Painted Poppies, just the bundles retiring. We'll still have the dies and the stamp set. Pampered Pets, just the bundles retiring. We'll still have the stamp and the dies. All right, Pat and Play bundles retiring. So the stamp is gone, the bundle's gone, but you can still get these Playful Alphabet. Now, if you're a scrapbooker, that's a great thing to have all those letters to die cut. Peaceful Moments bundle is retiring, but the stamp set and the dies are sticking around. And let's see, we're almost done. Peonies. Let's see, the prize peonies. I believe, so the bundle is retiring, and I want to just double check because I believe. Okay, so the stamp set and the dies is sticking around. Just the bundle on this one's gone. All right, I have it marked right. Sometimes I second guess myself. All right, So Much Happy. The bundle is disappearing. The stamp set and the dies are disappearing. Whole thing gone. Yes, look at me with the smiley face and a star. I love that Stitch So Sweetly is sticking around. I love, 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 love. I can't say it enough. I love this. I have used this. Since this has come out, I have used this more than any other die set that I own. It has all the different size rectangles and then these 4 labels, different shapes and labels. But the stamp set that goes with it is retiring, but the dies are sticking around. If you want the stamp set and the bundle, which the stamp set is great, then get them before May 3rd so you can get 10% off. After that, you'll just be able to get the dies. Okay, so it's Tasteful Labels. The stamp set's sticking around, the dies are sticking around, but the bundle is disappearing. Okay, so the Stitch Triangles, the dies are sticking around, but the stamp set and the bundle are retiring. This whole thing, everything with the tiles, today's tiles, the field tiles, the stamp, that's all retiring. All right, so now these, since they don't have bundles, these mean that they were bundles at one time, probably a a whole catalog ago. So Beautiful Bows, the stamp set was retiring, and so is the die. Budding Blooms is retiring. Beautiful Butterfly Beauty's retiring. Oh, that Christmas Cardinal. Oh, I love that. That is retiring. Christmas Layers is retiring. Detailed Bands is retiring. The Dino is retiring. Detailed Hearts are retiring. Oxide's retiring. Friendly Silhouettes is retiring. Garage Gear is retiring. Garden Gate retiring. In the Woods is retiring. Lasting Elegance retiring. And this is sad. The Layering Ovals and the Layering Squares are retiring. I'm bummed about that. They are keeping the circles, and that's probably because they're getting rid of the circle punches. We have lots of different shapes. But I do like the simplicity of punches. All right, next page. The Magnolia Memory dies are retiring. The Mini Curvy Keepsake box is retiring. That makes the cutest little package. That's retiring. That's sad. And let's see, the Perfect Parcel's retiring. The Snow Globe scenes are retiring. Stitched Be Mine is retiring. Special Day is retiring. The Stitched Lace is retiring. Stitched Nested Labels are retiring. All right, we're keeping the rectangles. Oh, this is a sad day. I like this one. This is another one that I use a lot. These stitch shapes are awesome. If you don't have these, you should get this. I mean, this other one is my favorite, but for circles and other shapes, this was the best before this came along. But this you'll be able to get in the new catalog, but this one you won't. So if you don't have this, you need to get this. This gives you 4 circles, 4 squares. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 of everything. 4 circles, 4 squares, and 4 ovals with that stitched edging. I love this set. I can't believe they're getting rid of it because a lot of us demonstrators use. Excuse me. A lot of us demonstrators use it. But anyway, it is retiring. Get that before it's gone. I have 2 sets of those. That's how much I like it. Well, it's really because I cut for card kits, and it's so much easier to put 2 in at a time when I cut for card class. All right, so the sweet silhouettes are retiring. The trio of tags are retiring. The well written. This is a nice one too, especially if you scrapbook. They have some nice words that will cut out. And now that we have that adhesive sheets, it's great to put the adhesive sheet on a piece of cardstock and use one of these dies, send it through the die cutting machine. And a lot of these will, see how it says mini? All these little ones that say mini, those will all go through the mini Stampin' Emboss machine. All right, Wild Rose is retiring. All right, we're getting to the end, guys, before my voice retires. All right, these are embossing folders now. Absolutely Argyle. That came out with the golf set. That's retiring. Dainty Diamonds is retiring. Nothing else on this screen. Old World Paper. This is a really good one. I don't know why that's retiring. That makes me sad. I'm looking to see if I have anything embossed with that because I know we used that on a card recently. I love that. It makes the paper look all crinkled. All right, Pinewood Planks. This is another one. If you don't have that would look, I don't know why it's retiring. Gosh, some of these. The Scripty's retiring. Seabed's retiring. This is another one I wish they wouldn't retire. Subtle. That's an awesome one. And this one, oh my gosh, this Woodland. I think my very first YouTube video is using this Woodland. And it was using where we inked it up and we stamped on the embossing folder in itself. Absolutely cool technique. I think I inked it up with navy and stamped with remember that stamp set? Oh, what was that? Forever Trees? No. Maybe. Lovely Trees. That stamp set, that was one of the oldest ones we had, and that retired last year. That Lovely Trees, I took with this plastic embossing folder, inked it up with the brayer that's retiring. I rolled the ink on it, the sponge brayer, and then I stamped the trees right onto the embossing folder with Memento ink. Then I put my cardstock in and I embossed it. Oh my God. You have to go look at my video. It's on YouTube, and Donna's Creative Space is my YouTube channel. And it's really a cool technique, but I'm sad to see that go too. Gosh, I really would like them I really wish they kept that one, and that one. All right, the tin tile, that was a nice one too. That's retiring. That was cool when we had those galvanized metal sheets, and then we had some metallic paper like those. That was cool to do that. It really looked like a tin tile roof. All right, I think that these two, now that I'm looking at these, I think these two are retiring, and I don't have it written down, but it could be because it was host and I just didn't think to look at it. Let me see. Yes, both of these are retiring. I don't know what I did with my, oh, here it is. So it is, let's see, the summer this is retiring, and also this Touched My Heart is retiring. These you can only get when you host a party, or, you know, everybody thinks you have to have a party, but it's not really. If you have a $150 order, you are the host. So $150 order, right? It could be your own stuff, or you could have gotten an order from a friend and combined them, and you got, excuse me, got to $150. You would get 10% in Stampin' Rewards. Part of being a hostess, or having that $150 order or more, you get to choose exclusive stamp sets. All right, so these two are exclusive only to hostess, and they're pretty cheap, $13 or $12. But here, just so you know, I'll just go over this real quick. When you get to $300, you get 12% in rewards, which means you get to, let's say if you're like 150, 10% is $15. You'd get to go choose $15 worth. I'm kind of tired of talking right now. I can't do math, but you'd get 12% of whatever your order is once it hits 300. You'd get 14% once it hits 450. Plus 450 or 600 or more. 600 or more, you get 16%. But either way, once your order gets to 450, you get 150% off item. Think about that Stampin' Cut and Emboss. I think that's $110. You would get that for $55? No, $55? 110, 50. Yeah, I think so. Like I said, I can't do math. Anyway, I'm losing my voice. I'm losing my mind. I think we are done. That's it. We went through the whole catalog. So I know a couple of you stuck with me, and I know I've bored many of you, but that was just my way of going through the catalog, because sometimes people, you know, they say, oh, they might not realize what something looked like. They might say, like, let me find one. All right, they might say, like, Seaside Notions. Oh, is that the one with the lighthouse? Oh, I don't know. I don't remember. I didn't really care for that one. But then when they see the picture, it's this one with shells and a seahorse. So that's why I think a picture's worth 1,000 words. And that's why I like to mark up my catalog and go page for page and make a video doing it. And you can watch it or not. It's just, hopefully it helped somebody. And that's it. So that's the end of me talking about the retired, or last chance as Stampin' Up! Calls it, but that's the last chance. List is on my DonnasCreateSpace.com. You can go download it, print it out if you want, save it to your computer and just go through it. If you want to just shop, go to donnasingleton.stampinup.net and you can shop there. Some of the items are up to like 60%, even 75% off, these retired items. And I'll reiterate, stamps are usually going to stick around for another month or so if they're on the retired list. But consumables, paper, ink, markers, and embellishments, you know, ribbons and all that, you know, gems and everything, they're all gonna, consumables are only while supplies last. So that's it, folks. If you have any questions, you can contact me at donnasingleton33@yahoo.com. And thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.